Hello, welcome back to Farmbiz with Markay. In this video today, I'll be talking to us about the different classes of feed that we have for broiler production. Now, I know some of my fans, they've been asking, do we make use of grower feed in broiler production? When should we introduce grower feed to feed our broiler when raising our broilers? Now, my response to the question is that we don't make use of grower feed when it comes to broiler production. You only make use of grower feed when you are raising layers. Now, though some brand of feed, they classify their growers for bed as a starter. In that case, they have the super starter to start off your day chicks with, and after which, at a certain time, you switch to starter off and then finish it off with a finisher. Though almost all of them, they only have two classes of feed for broilers. That is the super starter and the finisher. Now, you start off your day chicks with the super starter feed, which is what you give from super starter crumble. Don't go for super starter mash. Don't go for that. That is for layers. Now, if you are raising broilers, you stick to super starter crumble. Those that is a feed that has some little seed that the day old chicks can pick easily. Now, because if you go with the broiler mash, that powdery nature of the feed is enough to even cause the bed some level of CROD. So we discourage that. Go for super starter crumble. Start off your day chicks with super starter crumble and then fill them till like week 4. That is day 28. And then switch to finisher feed. You don't need to make use of grower feed for your broiler production. Now at day 28, you switch to finisher feed and then finish it off with finisher till you dispose it. Now you may ask, why not just use a super starter to raise, since they enable my best to attain maximum weight. Now, first, you don't need to do that because it will increase your cost of production greatly. Now, at the end, at disposal, your best will appear big, but they won't have much weight. Best that will physically be looking at, maybe looking at it, you say, okay, this best is going to weigh up to like 3 kg or 3.5 kg. But when you lift it, you will be surprised the weight of that bed will not even be up to 2.5 kg. Now, to ensure that your best attain that maximum weight, at week 4, kindly switch to finisher feed. This finisher feed will enable your best to gain that weight. That is why you use these two classes of feed to raise your broiler till disposal. You start off with super starter crumble, finish it off with finisher pellets rather. Now, almost all professional feed, they have this class of feed. Now, when you want to raise your broiler, as I keep saying, do not always go for professional feed. They will give you the maximum weight gain within the shortest time. It's very important. And always don't forget, quality chicks is also very important. Now, there is a way you switch to a finisher feed or another brand of feed when it gets to that week 4. You don't just change feed abruptly or change feed automatically. No. So normally when I want to switch my feed, I normally start at day 26, day 27. Now by the first day, which is day 26, I use 75% of the feed I've been feeding them with and 25% of the new feed or the finisher feed. You do this when you also want to switch to a different brand of feed. Now at the 27, I use 50-50. That is 50% of the feed I've been feeding them with and 50% of the new feed or the finisher pellet. Now by day 28, I use 25% of the feed I've been feeding them with and then 75% of the new feed or the finisher pellet that I want to introduce to them. Now by day 29, they will be fully on finisher feed. That is how to switch feed. You don't just switch feed because I don't like this feed anymore or I'm not seeing the result I want. So you just switch feed. No, you don't do it that way. If you do it, it's going to affect the growth of your beds. They may not eat it the way they've been eating the former feed. So within that few days or within one day, we don't want that because there might be some level of weight loss. We don't want that. So you use this process to switch your feed so that they will be eating at all time. Now, if you do this to layers, maybe you switch feed abruptly, automatically. So you are going to see the negative effect on your production, that is on the number of eggs that your birds lay. You don't do that. Now, what's the purpose of finisher feed, you may ask? Finisher, just like the starter that enables your birds to achieve maximum weight within that shortest time. You see, if you might be tempted, since super starter feed gives me maximum weight, why not just to use starter feed to raise my birds from beginning to disposal? No, you don't do that, because super starter feed will make your bed appear big, but finisher pellet will make your bed have that weight at disposal. So this is why you use these two classes of feed to raise your broilers from day one till disposal. It's very important you stick to this practice. Though feed in broiler production is very key, quality feed, there is always a formula I normally have at the back of my mind when it comes to broiler production. That is quality day-old chicks, quality feed, and good management practices. These three parameters, when they are in place, your production will be great. I can tell you, because with the good management practices, doing what you are supposed to do on time, so and then that is giving them clean water, biosecurity, necessary medication, and all the rest, you are sure of having good harvest at your disposal. This is very important. I just want to share these few facts with you about super starter feed and finisher feed. You don't make use of grower in your broiler production. It's only super starter and finisher feed. That's what you use for your broiler production. If you find this video helpful, kindly do well to hit the subscribe button, like and comment in the comment section below, as this will do a whole lot for us in helping us to grow our channel and reach a larger audience. Thank you so much. I appreciate it.